Let's get into it, man. Joy Taylor, man. What's popping, Joy Taylor? So I'm going to go ahead and let this join. Where is it at? Oh, no. Where is the Joy Taylor thing at? I want to look at this thing right here.
Sometimes you have to let the dust settle, or you can decide to kick up more dust while you're in the middle of a court of public opinion firestorm. Fox Sports chose the latter. In case you missed it, Fox Sports Network executive Charlie Dixon, former on-air host Skip Bayless, and current host Joy Taylor are named in a lawsuit by a former hairstylist. According to Front Court Sports, the lawsuit alleges that Bayless made unwanted sexual advances towards the stylist and offered her $1.5 million to sleep with him. The stylist also claims that Dixon sexually harassed her and that Joy Taylor not only made racially insensitive comments towards her and dismissed the sexual harassment she received, but she also claims Taylor slept with Dixon and fellow on-air personality Emmanuel Acho to advance her career as an on-air host. These rumors about Joy Taylor have circled for years, but Taylor always dismisses them and says she has pretty privilege. Whether it's pretty privilege or not, the best thing Fox Sports could have done was let a few news cycles pass before putting two people named in a damning lawsuit back on air. But on Monday, Emmanuel made his normal appearance on the faculty and Joy was on Speak, and neither addressed the lawsuit. Fox issued a brief statement on Sunday saying, quote, "We take these allegations seriously and have no further comment at this time giving this pending litigation." Doesn't look like you're taking it too seriously to me, Fox Sports, but what do you guys think? Drop a comment with your thoughts. Don't forget to check out the Fumble Weekly on Fridays. Follow me everywhere at Jackie Ray TV, and thanks for watching.
So of course, I'm not, that familiar with this whole situation and whatnot, but the conversation has been going around. So the conversation has made to be one about, so basically, people are talking about pretty privilege. People are talking about, so even you got the person doing commentary right here saying that Fox is not taking it serious. I'm not taking it serious. I'm like, fam, people make crazy allegations and lawsuits all the time. The fact that this woman wrote in a lawsuit that Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 million to sleep with her makes absolutely just that figure alone. If she would have left that out, it would have gave her a lot more credibility. But when I'm hearing a story, like, it makes me think that you're playing everything up. And naturally, you're trying to get paid. You would play everything up. Now, Angry Man did do a breakdown on this, but I saw Anton has spoke about it too. And he said women are doing what they've always done. So my thoughts on this, so of course we're going to also harken back to what she said about this is being brought up because the hairstylist confided in Joy and Miss Taylor allegedly, and she was told to get over it. And to a certain degree, unfortunately, we live in an era, we're in the post Me Too era. So these stories don't have the weight they used to have, and people are less likely to have compassion. Because for one, unless you someone has forced themselves on you and been aggressive with you and stuff like that and made it seem as though you had to do something, right? When I've heard the details, it was about him hugging for a long period of time. Let me tell you something. In these kind of situations and whatnot, right? These men have too much to lose. A lot of time, let me tell you something. The way that shit probably started, let me tell you something. First of all, especially a hairstylist, women who are women who do hair can be any kind of woman. She could be a terrible woman. She could also be a dancer. Women, because if most black women, if they try hard enough, they could do someone else's hair. I think so. Right? But I'm just saying, she could be any kind of woman. She could have any kind of temperament. Because those kind of women are attracted to that job because of the freedom. You get to do different things and whatnot. Because women love variety, and variety brings about a different kind of stimulation. So, but also people who are attracted to jobs that don't have any kind of progression or promotion and stuff like that, it's usually because they have mental health problems that make them abhor structure and order. So they like something where they don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So we don't know anything about this person, right? But I believe when Angry Man was breaking it down, I think he read the article. I believe the young woman had either had some kind of medical expenses she had to pay for or something with her family, but she had some kind of crazy bill, and because of her relationship with Skip Bayless, I think he was going to help her. So and I believe, and he was saying that that's the money that she's talking about. It was money that he was trying to give her to help her with a family emergency or something like that, right? And even when you read the lawsuit, it's jaded from the perspective of struggling single mother just trying to make it, and and these big bad men, you know what I mean? And and also again the whole pretty privilege thing, right? I think it's really interesting because I think her story, the Joy Teller story, works out. It plays out the way life actually works. I was going to make a point about women can be very successful with men if or we want to can get men to do things if they will always have the strength and the endurance. Basically, if they're able to mute that ego. All right. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little masculine to sleep with people to get ahead and whatnot because you already know women who actually can successfully pull this off, they're usually not like they're not polite about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into this video with Jason Whitlock, but he does talk about doing a test run for a show of her years ago, and it didn't go well. And so he said, "Yo, we probably should have her on." And it was 10 years ago. And he was saying she was too experienced and she wasn't grown enough to be up there with him being an older guy, especially with them trying to make the show successful. So over time, I was listening to Pink Book Lesson. She talks about how over time she did get better as an on-air personality. But at the end of the day, what we all got to realize is that for the most part, we all need help. But women, when it comes to being successful, there's always a man to help somewhere. That's why I didn't like that show with Nicki Minaj talking shit about Safari. Because you didn't have that man there for no reason. He wasn't just standing there. That man was a part of your success. One way or the other. A part of your success, and he played a part. From encouraging you probably, from supporting you to being a hype man to a point where we don't know that he involved with the music. I'm not B. And same thing with Joy Taylor. I mean, it don't look good, but let me also touch on what I think she meant by get over it. Now, obviously, she wasn't actually assaulted. Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I've only heard about this in passing. She wasn't actually assaulted by Skip Bayless. She felt as though he was inappropriate and maybe touched her inappropriately, but there wasn't any groping or nothing like that, or being told or being forced to do anything, right? And but again, a few different things are happening here. You're also seeing how much more likely modern women are to tell people's business. She told you that in confidence. Now you are confirming. You're giving confirmation to these scandalous rumors that people have always heard about her. And this is what people mean by women be betraying each other. There's no such thing as a girl's girl. If she's something that she wants or needs, she's trying to get, she will throw you under the bus. Like Joy Teller has nothing to do with the situation. But people get desperate and they see an opportunity. And she done pulled that into this lawsuit. Also, but the pretty privilege thing about attractive women, you know what I realize, yo? Women who are really attractive, they're really very much used to using those looks to get what they want or get what they need. Right? And that's why you will always be able to find really attractive women doing corn and doing any kind of sex work. Because you got to think about the psyche of a really attractive person, especially if in their mind, they think in their mind. Because you got to realize women don't look for extremely hard work to do. Some women like to be productive, that they like to keep shit moving and whatnot, but she's not looking for a tough life. It's interesting how the image of black women and men can be inverted. For every other group, including black women, well, black women in particular, in their eyes, the best of them represents all of them. We saw in the video earlier where the woman talking about, oh, well, in 2020, my business was up. Anton was addressing women as a whole. Everyone is just making it. Everyone is technically broke. He's addressing women as a whole. You bring yourself up and say, "Oh, not me. My business was up in 2020." And listen, good for you. I'm glad that you was doing well. We applaud that. Shout out to you, most definitely. But that's not. He's not talking about just you. It's not a personal attack. That's another thing. So that's low vibrational is when someone makes a statement and you internalize the statement as if they're talking directly to you and only you, and you answer as if they're talking directly to you and only you. Anyway, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Hope y'all guys enjoyed the video and all that. And I got just one thing to say. We out of here, man. Love y'all. Peace.